Miller. Each Wednesday you can join in as his special guest. Answer along with question of the day. Listen to life's stories. Follow him on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform. On Facebook. Or his YouTube channel, Brent Miller, What's on His Mind. This week's episode 171. Stir crazy again. And now.
All right, it is Hello Again Wednesday, and sitting in here and back at it. Welcome to, I know it's Friday, and I'm doing Hello Again Wednesday. Oh yeah, I was working on, getting it completed and the little tweaks that it needed. Hopefully everything's gonna roll pretty good. I'm kind of looking at the screen over here to see and make sure that my voice should be matching the sound should be matching what you're seeing, and I hope that goes well for you. So welcome to episode 171. There's a lot of things happening over the past few weeks, and I'll tell you this, each day is getting better and better for me. I want to thank you for being with me tonight. I even tried to do it yesterday for a special 4th of July episode, and it didn't pan out. And I'll explain it in just a little bit. But today, you're joining me. Today, I'm grateful for it. Thank you so much. Be sure and put your likes and shares and let other people see what's going on. Plus, answer the question of the day would be great, especially for today. As I was saying, hey, happy 4th of July weekend. It was Thursday, and so a lot of people had the day off on Thursday for the 4th of July. And our 4th of July for many years has always been pack up a beach bag, is what I call it. It's a duffel bag with a sheet, grab a couple chairs and snacks, and head down to one of the streets that goes from Manchester all the way up to Loyola Marymount, LMU's college. And so it's the parade, Thanksgiving Day parade. We have gone we're trying to figure it out, maybe 12, 13 years we have gone. Then they have to add in or subtract that there was 1 year with COVID, they didn't have the parade. But yeah, so I'm going to say 12 years. 12 years of, it'll be 15 years out here in California for us. So 12, maybe probably 12 years of going to the parade. They don't throw candy or anything like that. And I got a boatload of them. They just kept giving them away. Free sunglasses. There's a realtor group. Oh, Stephanie something. I cannot remember. And she does it every year, or her company does it every year, gives away cold bottled water and sunglasses with good reason. We say every year we're going to bring an umbrella, and we don't. And Michelle got a little bit burnt. Connie got burnt. I didn't. And neither did Elijah or Karina. Sophie went up and hung out with her friend, which is right up by the college. And so that was our Thursday morning into the lunchtime hour with just a lot of fun, a lot of cool cars and stuff like that. Sat next to a teacher from one of the schools up the road from us, and just talked to them. That they've been in the area for 3 years. I think he said. And so I just kind of talked to them as we were sitting there enjoying the parade together. Man, it was they had a 7th grader that sang the national anthem. She did very, very good. For a cappella, oh my goodness, she did very good for a 7th grader. And so it was just a good huge thing of standing and honoring man. They had a guy from World War II, a World War II veteran in the parade, and just a huge round of applause for his service. So it was a great Thursday. I didn't go. I've been I had surgery on Thursday. It would have been 3 weeks ago to the day that I had surgery on my back, and they ripped it open pretty good, about that long, I think, and on my the lower part of my back, and put in some rods. And that was 3 weeks ago on Thursday. And the first week was very hard. The second week, I was able to go into the second week. I didn't use the walker anymore, and the only I had many restrictions, and my restrictions were, before I go into all those details, right? Let me kind of goes, hey Brent, because she knew I really wanted to go see the fireworks and stuff like that, and I didn't, but she knew I wanted to, and so she saw this image in on Facebook and sent it my way. And let me just clear this out. And I've been a Snoopy fan, always a Snoopy fan. These are just some great Fourth of July pictures from the Charles Schultz company for a great Thanksgiving. Snoopy's always very patriotic, and so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That I'm always, like I said, a Snoopy fan and stuff like that. So, anyways, that's portion of going into the evening. So I have doctor's restrictions of do nothing. Don't sit too long. Don't walk too long. Don't stand too long. And so and that's it. No twisting, no bending, no turning, no. There's a technique that you get into bed and out of bed, and I mean there are some major restrictions, and with good reason. I have to heal up, and when I was talking to the doctor's office, oh man, I had surgery on the 13th, and 11 days later, I had the staples removed, and a lot of staples. So it was more staples. It kind of scabbed over a couple staples. It kind of opened up the wound a little bit and bled. And I mean, it was a difficult, one of the more difficult ones for me this time around. And with it, it also meant so then they had to put butterflies. I call them butterflies. They call them something else. Where it's just a small, maybe the size of my pinky. Okay, the size of my pinky was just a not even a band-aid. It was just tape, and so they taped the wound shut again. And then it was like, then I had to go back to another restriction. Hey, don't take a shower for 2 days. Oops, sorry, I tweaked out right there. Don't take a shower for 2 days. And so I didn't, and it's a pain in itself, really. And so then I talked to they had these young nurses that were pulling the staples out and looking at the wound, and it wasn't really good, but which was hard because I had questions, and it was okay. When can I start doing things? When can I have restrictions lifted? Um, uh, Living out here in California is very, very expensive. And so, with the loss of health leads to the loss of income. And so, I was kind of in my head struggling financially, and it's like, so when can I start making some money that we need to continue living out here in California that way? And so this is not, oh sad me. It's just, what can I do? And so she said, uh, call back next week. Okay, so I was in the second week when I saw them, and then I started to hit that third week, and I asked, I go, I'm feeling every day I'm feeling better, every day I'm walking longer, every day but I'm still not doing certain things, and so when can we change this? And so she goes, well, I did talk to the doctor, and because I asked her, I said, what, can I, this was on the second. this was Ashley's birthday. So this was on the second, and I'm on the phone with her, and I said, I'll need a letter and stuff, so saying and a change of documents that I can have some of these restrictions, some lifted, and so she goes, I talked to the doctor, and I told her, I says, I'll take the 9th or the 16th. By the time it's the 23rd, I'm already seeing a doctor again. And so that's still a lot of weeks. And so she goes, well, the surgeon said, the 9th is fine, and that I could drive. And I'm like, okay. I also know my own body, and my the pains that I was having is diminished a lot. In fact, Connie will tell you, man, Brent, the things that the pain you had was so noticeable that you can also now notice how much of it is gone, and or reduced. And so I think about it and go, yeah, she's absolutely right on that. Except for I still have the loss of coordination, and especially on my right side from my hip down, and then in my left toes, and on the top of my foot on the left, and then my left thigh. And so I still have that. Plus I have the tingling that races down my arms all the time. And so I still deal with that top part, but the bottom part is a lot of discomfort. I'm still on pain management. Please bear with me. I'm trying to express all of this leads up to all the restrictions that I have. And so she goes, the doctor said you can drive, and you can actually, as long as you don't lift anything and you don't twist and turn and bend and stuff like that. And you can, if you're just standing and preaching, or standing and teaching, sitting and teaching, up and down and teaching that way, or at AMC doing tickets. If that's all you're doing is tickets, you're good. No lifting or anything like that, but just pay just the tickets. And so we'll see if all my paperwork's done right for the 9th. But hey, pray for it, because I do need to start making some money again. And so, as well as this plan that I've worked through with the church, and that's a whole nother thing, and I'll do that on another story. But those are the restrictions that I have, even with the doctor's release, and even kind of like, I'll be very careful. Maybe don't drive all over the place, and so I don't. I drove for one time a need for her, and then I have driven ready. I told Kai, I said, well, you know what? If I can, okay, it's today, it's Friday, and Elijah and Karina went to their mom's work. And then we get a phone call around 12 o'clock, almost 12:30. Elijah's like, hey, I'm ready to come home, and tell Papa I want to go to the beach. And so with all my restrictions for these 3 weeks, that's all I've done. I did see a movie. I saw a movie the Tuesday after I got released from the hospital, and it was Inside Out 2 with the kids. And so, but other than that, I've been at home, at home, at home, at home. I did preach last Sunday. I know, like I said, my self restrictions that I need, because it does wear me out. But anyways, today Elijah goes, tell Papa I want to go to the beach. And so for these 3 weeks, what I was saying is, that's how I've rested and walked and stood and laid down and sat down, was at the beach. We've had beautiful weather for it. And so especially he and I, a couple times the girls would go with us, but me and Elijah, boom, day after day after day, just hitting sun and fun and surf, except for me. Mine's just sun and sand. That's it. And they carry the stuff, and I just enjoy the beauty out there. And sometimes it's so peaceful to me. Even though there's tons of people because it's the holiday weekend, but man, it's like you just hear the waves, and it's for me it was peaceful. I was enjoying it. There is so much to do. And so I didn't even do question of the day. Question of the day: what do you suggest, or what do you do in times when you're allowed only restricted activities? So what do you do with your time of restrictions? Or have you ever been on restrictions and the doctor says, you got all these and you can't do none of this, and you look around and go, man, there is so much stuff I got to do, such stuff that I need to uh-oh, I see a little freeze in my screen. Okay, at the 15-minute mark. Doggone it. I apologize for that. And man, we're going to see if I can get that video back up. And if I could just do a quit. I'm going to do a quit. And I lost the connection to that. And then I'm going to hold on to, I know you guys can hear me and you see a weird picture. Just hold on. These are some of the things that are troubling and just kind of really frustrate me. So we're going to start that up one more time. And there it is right there. So I'm back. All right. Yay. And I'm going to have to teach someone else for church on how to bring that back. So anyways, thanks for hanging on for a few seconds. It should start moving pretty soon as you see it, because I know it was moving from my end. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's moving from my end. And so I'm going to just start recording just in case I need to put this into a remake of the video. So anyways, where was I at? I was talking about the restrictions and stuff and going to the beach and all of that. Oh, there I'm moving. Okay. And so, what do you suggest or you do in times when you're are only allowed restricted activities? What do you guys do? I mean, you know what? I have done the dishes and I've done that, just to try and help. You know what? In fact, Connie took a picture of me in the first week, where it was heavy restrictions and I didn't feel like going out or anything like that. And so I hooked up the PlayStation so we could me and Elijah played 2020 NBA basketball on the PlayStation. And you know what? He beat me once. I think I beat him every other time. But anyways, she took a picture, said, "Yeah, you can't keep him down," and that's the problem. I can't stay down. And so, but I also need to be very, very careful. And I'm told that over and over. And so and just so you know, I'm listening. I just kind of wonder, what do you guys do when you have these kind of restrictions and stuff like that? What do you do for activities? What do you do to find joy in a time where it's really rough? What do you guys do when it's that rough? And so let me know in the comments what you do, or any kind of suggestions that where I don't have to bend over everything and stuff like that. And if you suggest the beach, yes, I'll do that too. Okay. I I put my feet in the water, and that is it at the moment. And because I'm not quite sure how much of the wound is healed up really good, and I don't want any bacteria or anything from the ocean getting into it. So man, there's some great waves though, and I can't even ride them. I know. Anyways, so what do you guys do? Thanks for joining me on this Hello Again Wednesday. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Hey, put in some pictures of the things you were doing on your 4th of July, any of the barbecuing or anything like that. You know what? We had a Marine layer that came in Thursday night, so it made some of the fireworks hard to see. I did not go to the fireworks. The fireworks are about a mile away, maybe less on the bike path, and we usually walk it, get dropped off and walk it back. I've been walking and walking and walking to see if I could handle that distance. In reality, I couldn't. So then I told the kids, I said, you know what? We'll drive you there, drop you off right on the beach, and then we'll turn around and we'll come back and pick you up after the fireworks. And it worked out really good, where nobody had to walk home or walk to it, so they enjoyed it. But I kind of missed it. That's how it went. Hey, So let me see your fireworks. Let me see the stuff that you've done. We're on the beach today, and someone had this. It was this big. It was a massive tube of fireworks that were shot off, and Elijah was pretending that he was doing it. It was ridiculous. But hey, we enjoyed it. That's some of the things we do as we walk and talk along the beach that we go to. So hey, you know what? I know it is like a long weekend for some. Some people took today off. I saw them at the beach. Some people took today off, so it made a very long weekend for them probably. Hopefully they're going to go to church on Sunday. Maybe I'll talk about some of the things I heard on the beach that today, and it could be a whole nother episode. Anyways, you know what? If you can, join us, culvercitychurchofgod.org, or on our Facebook site, which is Culver City Church of God Ministries / and on Facebook, you'll find us there, and you can join us for our 10:45 service on the Pacific Coast. And it's kind of small because I'm restricting myself, but it is kind of small. I'm going to preach again and get back into some things that we need to do for the growth of the church. And with the growth of the church, you know, it's not just finances to stay here in California. There's finances needed in the church to do ministry. You cannot do ministry without finances, and you need individuals that can give financially to help support that ministry. For some of the things I have planned for this area, and one of them is kind of cool. I'll get into it a little bit later, maybe with you guys. I'm also going to try something. I'm thinking of trying. Ready? As I'm getting ready to close out, I got an email that someone was checking out my Brent Miller, What's on His Mind, on my YouTube channel, and said that I could use one of their microphones if I do it in like an advertisement thing and get so many clicks and likes. I can do it for free. And so I'm debating I know a lot of people do unboxings and stuff, but I'm debating seeing if their microphone is better. Boomer gave me his headset. It goes like this. Gave me his headset. It has a really good microphone on it. I have my Samson, which has a great microphone on it, and I may try this new one and do an episode with that. I'm debating it. Anyways, so check back to our Sunday services, 10:45 this Sunday. Check it out. Join us, or if you can't, check out a church near you that is thriving in their worship and their core, and thriving in their community. Be a part of it. Okay? Be with friends, laugh together, eat together, maybe even meet some new friends. And if you have restrictions, rest at church, and always be that loving human factor there. I hope to see you. I'm really going to strive for being on a Wednesday, next Wednesday, okay? For Hello Again Wednesday. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to comment all the answers to the question. And remember to give someone a huge Hello Again hug, a Hello Again handshake, or a Hello Again whatever. And I'm going to take us out. I see I froze again, and we're going to have to deal with that. So let me take us right on out.
Thanks for watching or listening to this week's episode of Hello Again Wednesday with Brent Miller. Each Wednesday, you can join in as his special guest. Answer along with question of the day. Listen to life stories. Follow him on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform, on Facebook, or his YouTube channel, Brent Miller What's on His Mind. Please join him next Wednesday for another episode.